Alright guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another top 5 for you. It is our top 5 most aesthetically pleasing movies
nailed it.
of all time. Or most beautiful movies to look at. But yeah, most
Don't dumb it down for the people.
Alright, so beautiful movies, cinematography. It's really something, isn't it?
I mean, it's very important in movies.
It is very important, and a lot of directors do it better than others, and
some movies, it's all they got, like Green Knight.
Ooh.
Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you are right.
You are right.
I don't want to talk about it again.
I rank cinematography up there very high on what I look for in a movie, and I love
What's next? Boners?
Exactly.
Clitoral mutilation?
So we're going to tell you some
Nailed
of the best cinematography ever in movies. I don't know what we should have called this list, but we called it like 5 different things so far. But yeah, so we all have 5 different movies we're going to name, and I will start it off. So I think The Tree of Life. I don't know if you guys have seen that or heard of it.
I know what it is, but I've not watched it.
It's from Terrence Malick, and Terrence Malick's known to shoot movies, and of course they're very beautiful to look at, but the plot is very either lacking or convoluted or what have you. And The Tree of Life, when I first watched it when it came out back in 2011, I think it was I was in film school and stuff, and like I didn't know what I was watching, but like I didn't know was happening, but I just knew it was unbelievable looking. It was absolutely unbelievable looking. It's like something out of like a dream, or it looks.
But it keeps your attention sometimes, just looking amazing.
It does, and it's not like special effects amazing looking. It's like natural looking, like the light and just like the stuff moving on screen, like clothing and just stuff. It's hard.
Don't do that though.
It's stuff that's hard to explain. Just like humans doing just random daily acts and stuff is most of the movie, but it looks absolutely incredible.
Pristine.
It looks incredible. I'll let you guys borrow the Blu-ray. It's unbelievable looking. I
don't want that.
Right. No, it's so unbelievable that like I watched it once, and now I feel like if I watch it again, it's gonna like ruin it. So I'm just gonna like keep it in my head like that.
The memory of it is better than
the actual. But you guys go ahead. You guys
okay, I think I have some unexpected picks for you guys.
Okay.
But the first one, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Wow.
From 1966.
Wow, okay.
Which I'm not a big fan of Westerns, which I feel like you guys know this. But literally when I was up north, like a month ago, if that, I went to visit my friend Chris, whose parents have a place like an hour from our place.
Okay.
And he was asleep on the couch. But The Good, the Bad, and Ugly was on the TV.
You'd never seen it?
And I've never seen it.
I've
actually just
never
sat
seen it
there and watched like the whole movie while Chris was asleep on the couch.
Did you love it?
And it blew my mind.
Did it?
Yeah, it was so fucking good.
Was it?
Dude, it was crazy. It was crazy good.
So good.
And it looks so fucking good for like the 60s.
Yeah.
And like
ageless or timeless or whatever?
But like the set pieces were crazy and like
it's one of the most famous movies of all time.
Yeah, but like
the best movie ever. I think Tarantino's called
the whole idea behind the movie. It's like a cowboy western, but it's going on during the Civil War. Oh, wow. So like in the background of the movie, while these guys are like on a treasure hunt, the Civil War is just popping off behind them. So there's like battles and crazy shit going on, and then at one point they just walk in and join the military of one of the sides, and to get out of it, they blow up a fucking bridge, and it was the 60s. So they literally just blew up a bridge.
Did it look amazing?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You loved it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Loved it.
Man, that's great.
Gave it a 10 out of 10.
That's great. I mean, it's been on my watch list for literally.
But now
like
I don't want to watch.
And
I was like, I think I want to watch some more westerns, but I no, I don't, because I'm never gonna like one that much.
It's like Jaws with shark.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no.
I'm never gonna like another western.
Tombstone's really good.
Oh, there's some great westerns. We could get into a whole western thing. I love some westerns.
But yeah, that movie was crazy.
I'm gonna watch it very soon, and I should have probably watched it a long time ago because it's
classic cinema.
It's one of the best of all time, according to a lot of people. But anyway, yeah, good one. What do you think, Joe?
I started with All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh my god, that movie is unbelievable.
I was blown away by how that movie looked.
I love that movie.
Watched it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is on Netflix, and just like, we're just gonna pop in and watch this. What is this? This looks unreal.
Because normally Netflix will put out some movies, and it's always just like heavy special effects, and it's like, yeah, this is kind of bland or whatever. But
I thought it was just like a remake of a war movie, right, from a long time ago. So you're like, I'm not expecting much here. And then you're just like, Jesus, this looks like
went all out.
Yeah, it looks unreal.
It looks unbelievable. It's,
Are we going this way or going back to you?
We'll go back to me. But
Okay.
yeah,
All the war stuff, all the scenery, the winter and stuff.
The
just looks
brutality.
it looks
even
ridiculous.
the camera movements and just like everything, everything is just
all the battle scenes. Just like this is like what the hell?
it's
Blew me
unbelievable.
away.
It's on. I love that movie.
Yeah,
one of
it's
my
so
favorite
good.
movies of the past like
so
probably
good.
five years or so. But man, yeah, that was on my list. I had extras though, so I'm gonna.
Suck it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll go next. Next up, I will say, Children of Men.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Same kind of thing.
Cinematography, and you know which shot I'm talking about. That one
course,
shot
yeah.
in particular, where they're in the vehicle.
Yeah.
And it's. Have you seen Children of Men? With
Clive Owen.
Alfonso Cuarón or whatever directed it, and they're in a vehicle, and it's moving. They're evading some people, and it's like kind of like a Civil War type deal going on in the.
I'll look. I honestly don't think.
And they're evading people in this van, and it's a one shot, and it's probably what 10 minutes or so.
What is it like? People can't give birth anymore, and they're trying to save the one baby.
That's it.
Keep it alive, or
That's the plot
make
of
sure
the
they.
movie.
Yeah, no, I have not.
Okay.
Watch that movie. Yeah,
Watch that movie.
Man, that movie's great.
It's good.
Yeah, but they're.
I mean,
they're-
I'm like you. I have list upon list.
Oh,
of,
yeah, of
it's
course.
definitely something I was supposed to
You're
watch.
getting
but-
to, yeah. But anyway, yeah, they're evading in this van, and it's like 10 or 15 minutes, one shot, and there's so much going on. It's insane. It's one of the most impressive shots of all time. That shot alone, but the whole movie looks just amazing. But that shot alone gets it on this list.
Yeah, I need to watch that again.
Movie's incredible. But yeah, go ahead.
Some movies you just
Alright,
watch at the right time and hit you, and you're like, "This is what
Yeah.
is this?"
This is unbelievable.
Midsummer,
Okay.
I almost put that on there.
because it's just so different because it is like a dark, twisted like horror movie, but it takes place all in daylight
Yes.
because they go to Scandinavia for like a festival where it's like a period of time where there is no darkness.
Yes.
So it's like very disarming for like a horror movie that it's all taking place in beautiful, like glowing light and
Vibrant
it's daylight,
bright colors.
and like even in the
Flowers
movie,
everywhere.
like the guy's like, "What time is it?" And he goes, "Oh, it's 9:30 p.m." And he goes, "There's no way." And he
Yeah.
goes, "He's like, it's not going to get nighttime while we're here."
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. And then like there's crazy visuals, there's surprising visuals, there's like lots of
The wardrobe and stuff.
lots of crazy
wardrobe.
wardrobe with flowers,
The bear.
costume,
Yeah.
lots of fire.
It's very beautiful to look
Yeah,
at.
It's shocking.
Yeah,
striking.
the blood is like
Striking
the
is
blood
the
and
word.
gore is like
Very aesthetic,
underdone,
pleasing,
but crazy. Yeah,
and like just like
Tough
you
to
said,
do for a horror movie.
like you said, different.
Yeah.
Just like looks like something that's
and
not
like kind of
been done
surprisingly,
ever.
and there's also lots of hidden images. Like if you haven't seen it more than once, there's lots of stuff that you'll notice if you see it more than once. Like in the tree line or whatever is her like dead sister's face.
Oh wow.
And like crazy stuff like that because the whole plot, like she's messed up because her boyfriend wanted to break up with her but didn't and took her on this trip. Her sister just committed suicide, and there's a bunch of like hidden imagery within the
God,
movie.
I'll have to watch that again. I've only seen it one time, but Ari Aster, what a talent.
I felt like a full-blown sociopath during that movie because during the second hammer whack, I started dying laughing. There's no way you can't stop laughing. It's so just like
Remind me, what happened?
people jump off the cliff and smash on the rock.
Yeah.
and he
And
doesn't
then if
die.
you don't
so
die,
he
they,
just goes,
it is like a thud too. It's like
Yeah.
a Gallagher
the
bit.
second, yeah, exactly. That's too good.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a good one, Midsummer.
I have The Cell.
Oh wow.
You guys know The Cell?
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
a hit. That's like a hit.
That movie blew my mind.
I know that. I bet that's on his list, and I didn't put it on mine because I thought he was going to say
It's unreal, the visuals in that movie.
it is crazy.
It's crazy.
But
Any
honestly,
images
like
that stick out to you?
The horse getting chopped.
the horse getting chopped,
in the glass.
and then like the crazy outfit she's wearing,
Yeah.
like in the dream. But like
His outfit's the whole time.
that's
he looks
another
like a
movie where the
demon.
cinematography is crazy, but like
It really is.
the movie not the best. Like when
Yeah.
because you're like looking back on it, you're like that's not a great movie, but like
Well, it's Jennifer Lopez.
you're so but you're so like enthralled in like the crazy view, like just stuff
Set
you're seeing.
design and then the
But I think the
wardrobe, just lots
plot
of
is one of the coolest plots.
It's very
of,
like the
any movie.
ideas are very cool.
How they go into a serial killer's head when he's comatose and she
Yeah.
tries to get like in his dreams, and it's
Well, there's
wild.
a
is a
Cusack
cool
movie
movie,
like that, Identity.
Oh yeah, that movie's awesome too.
I love Identity.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a cool movie. But yeah, the visuals are just that's the
I
top
feel like
thing in that
that-
movie.
at
good.
the time it was not bad, but like it's kind of I guess dated is the word. Like because if you watch it now, Like the plot is somewhat like dated, and you're like,
Yeah.
but
Right.
like the visuals still hold up. They're
Right.
crazy.
Right. Yeah, but that's a good one. Joe.
I have
That's
that-
one I did not expect.
With a hyphen with The Fall. I don't know if you had it on your.
Hey!
That's because I knew you were gonna
It's the
pick one
same
of them.
guy, so I
knew you were
figured-
gonna.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same director.
Have you seen The Fall?
Yeah, and they're both.
I thought you were gonna pick
incredible,
one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Joe just led into my next one, which is The Fall, which
There you
is
go.
like, so basically it's filmed over, I want to say,
It was such a long time, right?
I believe they filmed it over like a decade or
Yeah.
6 years or something, and they filmed it in like 26 countries, and it's just,
They're both ridiculous.
like, the
But that movie-
cinematography, like, is just unbelievable looking.
Yeah.
It's like, just like, hard to explain. I haven't seen it in a long time, but like, from what I remember, it's like dreamlike.
Yeah, I just
looking.
remember the crazy like blues and reds.
Crazy looking, man. It's
When you watch
just,
it, you're like, why doesn't every director do this like this? Why?
like it's that.
Why do some movies look normal?
Right.
But then the crazy part is like sometimes you'll see a movie like that by a director, and then nothing they do after like it comes close.
Yeah,
and
it
you're like,
really
what
looks the
happened?
same.
It's like they blew their wad,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, like on one movie.
yeah,
They're
one-
like, I did it, and I'm good. That was like their
Yeah.
what's that called?
Masterpiece, their Mona Lisa.
Yeah, there's another word for that, but right, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, Sean, go ahead.
Okay, next, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Okay.
Which
The
I feel
Coens,
like, yeah, I was gonna say that's what I have in parentheses. Like the Coens are so good at like creating a weird universe within a movie that I feel like at least one of their movies had to be like on my list because they just film things differently, and like the whole world inside the world is always so well done. Like,
Yep.
So
I don't want to
believable.
name
So
any of their other
believable.
movies in case you guys use them.
Yeah.
But so where Oh Brother Where Art Thou though, honestly, I was like, it has no right being as good or looking as good as it does. Like
Yeah.
it's a silly,
I agree.
like retelling of the Odyssey, like the Greek mythology story,
Yeah.
but like it's done like in I think the 30s and 40s in like the U.S.
Yeah.
But so like it's just such a weird idea and to like watch it and go, oh my god, like it looks so good.
It
It's
really
crazy.
does, yeah.
And then like the
And it is
movie is
good.
so fucking good. It
It
makes
is.
no sense.
Yeah.
And then like there's funny parts where like they go walk into a recording studio and record like a hit fucking bluegrass
Yeah,
song.
it's great.
And then like John
song.
Candy plays John Goodman plays
Goodman,
like a
yeah.
giant in it, and it's crazy.
I am a man.
But it's
The Coens are great.
Yeah, the Saggy Bottom Boys should have a hit record.
They should for sure.
That is a good movie, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, like it's
Underrated.
just crazy to me.
On paper, you wouldn't think it would
That's
be
yeah,
as
that's what I
good
mean.
as
Like it has
is.
no like just
And then
based on the
you watch
premise,
it.
it has no right being like
Yeah.
as good or as good looking as it is.
If another
watch it,
director
though,
made
it's
it,
really good.
it would not be that
No.
good.
Yeah.
It's the difference directors to make.
What do you think, Joe?
We'll go with The Shining.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the ones I wrote
Yeah,
down that I
Kubrick,
thought you guys would
baby.
say.
Yeah, because
Kubrick,
the
you
whole
gotta put
setting of
Kubrick
the
on there.
Overlook is like unreal.
Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
It'll stick with anyone who watches it.
Well, and just so many
carpet,
things. Yeah, the carpet is in so many things
Yeah.
now. Because I told a lady at work the other day, I was like, when you go to like fancy hotels or whatever, like all the time, like you'll be like, oh, where do I recognize that from? And I'm like, it's The Shining. Like places
Yeah.
have used that carpet or like the decorum of the hallways. Like so many places look like that since that movie came out.
Always the kitchen, the typewriter, the
maze.
the main
yeah, the
lobby,
maze.
the bar,
Yep.
the bathrooms, just every.
Just making one location that iconic is insane.
He does it for so many locations in that location, though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And like Kubrick is a master of like putting the camera in a spot that's like the most perfect spot in any scenario.
Getting the most of it.
It's unbelievable, man. It's
Crazy to make aesthetically pleasing the Overlook Hotel, but it is like
It's unbelievable.
it's so
looking.
iconic and
Yeah.
just like can't take your eyes off that movie.
every Kubrick movie is, you know, you're gonna get some visually striking imagery and just like
There's
beautiful
another one that
stuff to look at.
You guys might put it on.
yeah,
It's like
Right.
next level.
Yeah.
What?
There's another one of his that's on there that's
Yep.
I'm sure you guys have.
And yeah, but that's a great one. I'm glad you put that. That was also, I had that on my list, but I have
Second.
other. Yeah. And next up, I will say The Revenant.
Yeah,
The
it's on mine
Revenant,
too.
man. What hasn't been said, you know, I mean, about The Revenant, like the cinematography, like, so
Yeah.
from what I understand is they went out there in the wilderness and they shot it all for real at specific times of the day to get the sunlight perfect, and Leo had to do his thing perfectly while 1,000 other moving pieces are happening perfectly. Everything just had to align to get it to look so
There had to be
beautiful.
a lot of
Honestly-
angry people on that set.
He's in a
Yeah, I
lot.
bet.
He's in a lot of movies that like could be on this list.
Leo?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
He's in a lot of great movies.
Like the #1 actor.
Well, I just mean
not,
like
not
he's
best,
in
but like,
a bunch of movies that have crazy like aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
cinematography
for sure, 100%. But that movie, like just the bear attack.
Yeah, the bear is
then
sick.
Yeah.
The whole him and Tom Hardy fighting near the end, like that whole thing, and like there's so many great scenes.
Him legit freezing in the snow.
And then eating a fish, a raw fish, and
Like Smeagol?
yeah, and he's freezing in that river. He went actually in that river, that cold river, and then remember the shot when he's like near the beginning, he's running through like, and there's like water splashing and like
it's amazing.
there's so much incredible
And there was
stuff going on in that movie.
Just as impressive because they built it up before you even seen it. They're like, this is the most insane like set ever.
And it
like,
lived up to and
yeah, and
exceeded.
you're like, oh my god, this is.
It's crazy to live up to those expectations and exceed them, but that movie did, and it's one of the best looking movies I've ever watched.
Has that guy
in my
made
life.
anything since?
He should just be
director?
done.
I mean, he could.
Just retire on that high note.
He could.
But yeah, that's. What do you think, Shaw?
My next is Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola one.
That's a great movie.
Because it is kind of a batshit crazy movie also.
pun intended?
That like makes no sense at times. Like it's crazy, but like the costume and wardrobe is crazy. Dracula's fucking crazy.
The design on Dracula is probably the best
armor?
ever.
Yeah.
And just the way he looks is
And then
creepy as hell.
there's like a lot of creepy, like weird foggy scenes, and then like the carriage and on the cliff, all kinds of crazy stuff.
The setting is very well realized,
And then
as you would say.
the blood is crazy.
Yep.
It's just like a very oddly pretty movie.
Gothic,
Yeah.
gothic, and just
I think
dark and beautiful.
The blood on like that white makeup looks
Yeah.
that much more
That
gnarly.
looks awesome, doesn't it? Yeah. But that is a beautiful movie in a dark horror-y sense,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, what do you think, Joe?
I have Poor Things in mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Poor Things is on mine.
That's got to be the newest one on our list, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
You
just say
said
it's
it.
like a dream, basically, like watching out the whole movie. It keeps you.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is unreal. How
It
I
much
have yet
world
to
they
watch
created.
it. I just
It was so good.
I've
Yeah.
only seen like minimal of the trailer, and it looks beautiful from what I've seen.
Well, like that's what literally walking out of the theater, I said, this is the most aesthetically pleasing movie I've seen in years. And
Yeah.
then the next thing I said was, this movie was more Wonka than Wonka. Because the new Wonka had just come out like a week prior.
Yeah.
But like the world in this, because Yorgos is a weird director. And a lot of people are not going to like any of his movies.
Yeah.
But it's like a take on Frankenstein. And when the beautiful, like crazy set pieces come in, is it doesn't take set like place in one location. Emma Stone plays the Frankenstein's monster character, and she travels. And everywhere she travels to, like Lisbon, Portugal, and like other places, each time she stops, it's like a crazy Wonka world.
Wow.
So like when they're in Portugal, like it's crazy, like a Wes Anderson, Tim Burton style thing
Mashup.
almost, and like
They
crazy
use real city names and stuff, but then they just make a dream
Yeah.
type world
And like
for it.
it's like a weird fever dream city.
Have you seen Frankenhooker?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like reminded me of like this is like a really fancy version of Frankenhooker. Like, I swear to God, I was like, okay,
But yeah, it's just crazy,
beautiful, huh?
the
Yeah.
visuals and like how he pulls it off.
I have to
stunning.
watch
And there's
that.
also like, I know you're into sea movies, they get everywhere by boat
Okay.
because I mean
Lots
of
of
the
water.
time it is.
Nice. Okay. I'm in now. Great cinematography and
Naked Emma
some
Stone didn't do it,
boats.
but water does it.
Sea stuff. Yeah, I'm in. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. Lastly, I will say 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah, you got.
That was one of the ones I wrote down that I knew one of you guys would
Even
pick.
if you watch it today, it
It
looks
is crazy.
impressive.
Yeah, like
It
I,
looks ageless, timeless,
I always compare it to Jaws. Like, how have they not made a space movie
better.
as good as that since then? How have they not made a shark movie as good since Jaws?
Yes,
You can just take that one
But-
scene and put it like in like year 3000. You're like, this
Yeah.
still looks amazing.
Well, but
Like,
the best part about
tunnel.
2001:
Yeah.
A Space Odyssey, like he was smart to do as little as possible to make it look that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he would have tried to show too much,
Too busy.
it would have ruined it.
Right.
Or
He
like
made- he simplified it.
and it looks so good.
He simplified it and like perfected it, all that was in the shot, as opposed to trying to stretch it out too much. And
Yeah.
but
Took
yeah,
quality over quantity.
exactly. Yeah, and like some of the technology he used, like it's still kind of like up for people still question it to this day. Like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, and that movie was made when? Like, was it the 60s or 70s?
70s.
70s? Man.
It's insane.
Check that movie out if you haven't seen it. It's unbelievable.
He's probably a time traveler. He just came back from like 2050.
Yeah, pretty much. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we've used all of my 5, but I had one honorable mention because it is literally the only movie that my dog Crowbar was enthralled by.
Crowbar?
Like, I feel
Shout out to Crowbar.
at the first part, it was because of the noise, like the helicopter and gunfire noises.
Okay.
I think caught his attention.
Got it.
But then after that, he literally was like sitting there with his face like in the TV for the whole movie.
Did the movie have a dog in it?
Apocalypse Now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No, he was just like obsessed with the movie. It's the only.
It just has a vibe.
It's the only movie I ever watched where he paid attention to the whole movie. He just was like it was mind blowing.
It is a mind-blowing movie.
And
I think that was my
it's
same
great. It's
expression.
crazy.
Mind F.
Yeah. That movie is unbelievable looking. That's Coppola, right? He's got a new one coming out, Megalopolis.
Looks crazy.
It really does.
Old fancy pants.
And I feel like so many people have said like that have seen it and stuff. They're like, I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what this is about. And like it honestly looks like that's the point. Like it just looks like chaos.
Yeah.
And he like has just spent all of his own money. So there's like,
I mean, that's fine if it's that unique that it's like good.
I think he just.
I haven't seen Babylon, but from the trailer, it looks Babylon-y.
It's good.
I loved Babylon, dude.
That's what you told me. That's what you said, yeah.
You got any more? Or no?
I have Annihilation.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
That noise?
That's surprising.
The noise and then the deer look really cool when they go into the glimmer, I think is what it's called.
Yes.
Shimmer or whatever. And then the bear is like something.
Yeah, the bear
the
creature.
screaming bear.
Oh, the bear's so cool looking.
Yeah, and it's like
Something you've never seen in
The
another
white
movie.
gator.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of cool stuff. The alien looks so dope, right?
Alien in the end looks cool.
Man.
The sound is obviously amazing.
Yeah, like, that is a very unique movie. I love Alex Garland. I'm a big fan.
Same.
And, he's made some awesome movies so far, and that's a great one. I'm surprised you put that on the list, but I like the inclusion.
And then I just had a couple written down that I thought you guys would choose. Let's see. You said The Shining.
Yeah.
Said it's 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm surprised Ben didn't pick Drive.
Yeah, I almost put that on there.
And then I thought both of you might pick Blade Runner 2049.
Or the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, either one.
Well, yeah, the original, but I don't know, the newer one, like I didn't think was a better movie, but like it was so crazy.
The imagery was crazy.
Yeah, like just like
it was like something. Looking at something like in like a new format.
yeah, it
or
was
something.
crazy.
Video game type stuff.
It was wild.
And then I just wrote down like Tim Burton, Wes Anderson, David Lynch. Like it'd be hard to include many of their movies in a list like this because if you include any of their movies, it's because you're just a fan of their aesthetic. So like all of their movies
Have to make.
are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every Tim Burton movie you see it, you go, that's a Tim Burton movie.
100%.
Right.
Every Wes Anderson movie, you're like, that's a Wes Anderson movie.
100%, yep.
And most David Lynch, you can tell right away, like that's fucking weirdo David Lynch.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of his work.
Trick or Treat on there is like a guilty one for me because I love Halloween stuff obviously.
Yeah.
Anything with like tons of jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that just looks awesome.
Yeah, that is a great horror movie. Sam, great creature design.
The whole bus story is awesome with the little kids.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
the like bite out of the sucker, making it a weapon is so good.
Oh, so great. I have a few that I'll just throw in quickly because why not, right? Dunkirk, unbelievable looking, which also has who was it called it I think Tarantino called it possibly the greatest shot of all time was when, you know what shot I'm talking about, he's on the sand like this and the bombs are blowing up in the background getting closer and closer and that he says that might be the greatest shot. It's unbelievable.
It is an awesome one.
Did Tarantino complain about Dunkirk or 1917?
I think it was 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was like, first of all, he was just like, it's not a single shot. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
They're lying to you.
Yeah.
And he was just so upset by it that
That
it
one
killed
thing,
him.
even though it's
Yeah.
incredible.
That's one of those things where like it's say this movie's the scariest in the last 10. He's got to like call it out for like film. It's like, no.
Next, I will say you're not going to like this, Joe, but Interstellar.
I don't hate it. I think it's a great looking movie.
Unbelievable.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah. Just, man, Nolan's made some... Those two are Nolan, yeah. So Nolan's made some unbelievable looking movies. And then lastly is Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
That movie, just because of the action and stuff like that, and just all practical effects and stuff like that, and it's unbelievable looking.
All you need is the
explosions,
Fire and the
action.
guitar player, and it makes it.
Doof Warrior, right?
A doof.
Man, that movie's amazing looking. But yeah, those are our top 5 best cinematography, most aesthetically pleasing movies, most beautiful movies to look at ever, guys. Let us know what you think are some of the best looking movies of all time in the comments.
Minions.
Minions! Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, or whatever it is. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.